YouTube has demonetized many videos. If you like this channel, please click on my Patreon page. You'll find a link in the description. Hey comic book fans, this is John, host of Video Games in the World, and Happy New Year! Welcome to my review of Earth 2 Volume 2 The Tower of Fate. As you all know, Earth 2 is a comic book series of the New 52 which debuted on May 2012 and reintroduced classic DC superheroes of the Justice Society, you know, Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, Al Pratt, and also introduced Kendra Saunders, the new Hawk Girl in that time. In the Tower of Fate, we are introduced to a new Dr. Fate, as well as we get to know more about Hawk Girl, Steppenwolf, Mr. Terrific, and Terry Sloan, as well as introducing a new enemy as well. So, let's begin our review, folks. Enjoy! It all begins with Terry Sloan narrating the events of the Apocalypse War that occurred 3 years ago prior to the great battle that claimed the lives of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And we then see Mr. Terrific seeing visions while traveling through a portal. Later, news of the wonders of the world are spread all over the world with sightings of the Flash, Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, and the Atom. Although they have defeated the Grey in Earth 2 The Gathering, they must band together again to fight another evil. Meanwhile, Steppenwolf has returned with plans for another invasion alongside his new ally, Fury. So here are my thoughts on Earth 2 Volume 2 The Tower of Fate. The script writing was so excellent that many lines and words were so incredibly powerful and cool. And there were some tender moments like that scene between Alan Scott and his fiance's father, his would-be father-in-law, Mr. Zhao. What I really enjoyed in that dialogue is how, despite his disapproval of his son, being with Alan, it was very clear how happy Alan made Sam. It actually proves that, look, even if your son or your daughter is gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender, or whatever religion they associate themselves with, or if they're not religious, they're still your kids no matter what, man. So I really enjoyed how James Robinson made an incredibly awesome job writing both The Gathering and Tower of Fate. As for Nicola Scott, she did an amazing job in designing and drawing the characters and the world of Earth 2. I actually like the new suits of Flash and Green Lantern because, of course, they can't have the same suits all the time. Now, Alan Scott's suit reminds me of Hal Jordan's suit during the Parallax storyline, and I actually like the suit as it looks awesome. Jay Garrick's helmet and suit were also well made. His helmet is not like the one his classic counterpart used to wear, and adding a visor was just cool. Now, Dr. Fate looked really awesome, and instead of his suit being blue colored and gold like in the classic comics, it's black colored, but other parts are still gold, and I really enjoyed this brand new Dr. Fate. But at least, although it's not Kent Nelson, at least his guardian was Kent Nelson, and that's pretty cool. So I was actually impressed to see an Arabic Dr. Fate, which reminds me of the Green Lantern Simon Bass, who is also Arabic but of Lebanese origin. And the appearance of Fury was actually awesome, and I really like how she kicks so much ass. And The Tower of Fate is an awesome graphic novel of the New 52 universe. Although in the beginning I loathed the 52 when it first came out, Earth 2 made me consider that it's not such a bad reboot despite me not liking some altered origins in certain ways. It has a great storyline, paneling, and writing. I highly recommend you pick up this book, and also at your local comic book store, Barnes & Noble. My final score for this graphic novel is an A+. This is John, host of Video Games in the World. Until next Comic Book Monday, gamers and comic fans. Bye-bye.